Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Actually, welcome back to Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Hooray! I've decided to revisit, as I said that I might do. And what I'd really like to do today is revisit, like, we finished the game. We've even done quite a lot of kind of extra completionist side quest stuff. I've had a break. I've been playing a huge amount of Subnautica since then, but I'm coming back to the game now because I do still have a little bit of unfinished business. And so what I'd really like to do today is attempt to finish getting off to finish getting all of the accessories. Now, I've still let's get into it. So this is our old save. Oh, how nostalgic. Hello save game. It's been a while. So still trying to keep this as blind as possible. So I'm not like looking up where the rest of the accessories are or anything like that. But in the spirit of what the game has done, since we've finished the game has already given us like the number of echoes. We can see like that there are 127 echoes, and we were able to get the final echoes and see how many we had. The only thing it doesn't, like, it gives us piece of heart numbers, all of that sort of stuff. I think that's on the map from memory. Somehow I can't remember how to get to it now. Somehow it was there somewhere. Hey Zelda, hello. How have you been? Have you just been waiting here by the fountain for weeks? I hope it was fun. Anyway, so what I did, the one thing that the game doesn't give you is the number of accessories. So I reasoned, this is what I'm comfortable looking up. I looked up the number of accessories so that I even knew, like, do I have all of them? Are there some missing? And the answer is no, I do not have all of them. I actually don't have the number written down on my little notes here, but I think from memory it was 28. And so I went, oh, then I have 3 accessories to go. But I thought about it a little bit more when I was kind of planning on coming back here and thinking about, I've been thinking, what's my approach? How am I going to do this? Because obviously I don't want to just wander around aimlessly. Like, that's not going to be fun for anybody. And I realized, actually, I don't think there are 3 more to go, even though the number is 28, and there are 25 that are listed here, because a couple of our accessories that we got ended up replacing or effectively replacing existing accessories here. And I believe that that's the case with 2 of them. And I went, I came back to the game and just, went through this list carefully to sort of double check my logic, because you can see, for example, there's hard appearance up and there's hard appearance up plus, so you can kind of see what the logic is for a lot of these. We know, for example, that we got all of the masteries because we have final mastery, for example, so through just looking at what's the logic here, knowing that a lot of them have these max versions, rupee up, rupee appearance up plus, etc. I think there are 2 of them. This one, damage reduced plus, literally like replaced the previous damage reduced that we had, because it just, I think, the Deku Scrub like literally like changed something on the accessory. So that, and another one, the material appearance up one. I can't remember what. This one, the material, it used to be a telescope and then it became binoculars, I think. So my reasoning, and I don't know this 100% for sure, but my reasoning is that there is 1 accessory to go, which is kind of daunting in a sense, because that, in a sense, it means 1 accessory is so much harder to find than needing 5 different accessories. You know what I mean? Because you've got to look for 1 very specific thing. I think a strong theory for what it is, and I'm going to test that theory out immediately. And I've said this many, many times throughout the playthrough, that I expect there are some kind of ice shoes or something like that, because we have the Gyarados sandals here. And, you know, I've played many other Zelda games all throughout my life. And my strong instinct is telling me we would not have sand shoes without snowshoes or ice shoes. You know what I mean? Like, there are things here that I wouldn't expect to be coupled in any way, like the clockwork bangle is that's just an item that does a thing that relates to something in the game. I wouldn't expect that to have a mirror, you know, the stone anklet, the horse, the charging horn. These all seem like they just, you know, have an individual thing. But this one, it just, you know, from all of the other Zelda games that I've played in my life, this one has always from the start, and just from the nature of the game, that we've got this big desert area where there's quicksand, and the quicksand is difficult to walk in, and we've got this whole snow ice area that has a lot of ice on it that is really hard to walk on. So my strong theory is that, I could be wrong, I think there is one missing accessory, and I reckon it's some kind of ice shoe of some kind. So that's where I'm starting from. Just I don't know, it's just instinct, and it's just sort of, I suppose, reasoning through what we've got here. I could be wrong. But here's the other thing. I think that I also have an idea. Let's get going. I think I have an idea of where it might be, because when I was watching back through previous episodes, I noticed I did something really silly. And I missed an entire door. Yeah, it was here. Because I watched myself I can't remember what the previous episode was, but I watched myself kind of come around this area. We go over the top of this little waterfall here. And then I come over here to this little jutting out kind of bit here. And there was like something here. Something was here. I can't remember what it was. And there's a door here. There's a cave door here. And I just walked here, got the thingy, walked down here, and then I went on this little jaunt, if you remember, around this narrow corridor that still seems so weird to me that they would let us walk around there, and yet there's nothing there at the end. Whatever. I have to live with that. But I've got to go and check out this door. That's just got to be my first port of call. So, that's what we're going to do. And what's going to be the best way to get there? Because we can't, this is close, but I'm pretty sure that when we go here, this will all just be cloud that we won't be able to fall through. So I probably actually have to go back here. All right, Zelda, I'm going to take you back into a freezing cold, snowy area in your silk pajamas. And I don't think she even has shoes on, right? Is she barefoot? No, she got little sandals on, but they're probably not much. Okay, gosh, it's been so long. I've got to remember what the controls are even. Oh no. Oh, how does this game even work? No, that's not all right. It's been so long, and I've been, as I said, I've been playing Subnautica, so all my sort of natural, hand-eye instincts for this game are kind of a bit out the window, but we'll scramble our way through. What? Oh, you know what? I remember what my favorite thing for these kinds of situations is. Oh, off to a great start. Mowers. I'm not doing great. Mowers, help me. Help me, I'm out of practice. Just laser everything around me, please. Okay. Alright, now, from memory... Oh, we've got this thing now as well that we didn't have throughout the entire game because I didn't realise it was an echo. So finally we've got a chance to make use of it. It might be a bit excessive. It's a bit of an excessive solution to the problem, but why not? Can I put one there? Sweet. Yeah, we're already starting to go off. Oh, but I can't put one there. Huh. How did I get across there then? Originally. I think it must have... Yes. Flying tile, right? Let's do it. Ooh, that was no... that was not the way to do that. How about, here? Is this going to go far enough? Oh, just... Yeah, so this door... I came straight past it to get whatever was there, and I just never bothered to come back to this. And I probably went around the corner and then warped away, forgetting that I hadn't been in here. I will be so excited if there are, like, ice shoes in here. Oh, what am I going to use? Lizalfos, my champion. Lizalfos, what are you doing? What am I doing? Target. Oh, I cannot believe. These things. These bloody Tektites are absolutely the bane of my existence. Even my champion, Lizalfos, is having trouble with this thing. What the hell? I'm really just, yeah. This is not a dignified, not a dignified sort of situation for my Lizalfos. There we go. Moa's is actually a bit more appropriate for that. Oh, what's the, like, pick? Oh, hey! What just did I just throw a pot at my Moa and it got confused? Huh? I don't know what that was. Oh, great. You're shutting me in a room with these things. It does, I mean, this definitely feels substantial at least. There's got to be something good in here. You can probably also hear that my voice is a bit nasal, and that's because I am recovering from being sick. And so I'm much better now, but my voice is still not great. Recovering from COVID, actually, which was not very fun. Might as well get that, even though I probably lose a heart getting it. It's just that thing again. Ooh, it's probably just going to be money or something. Okay. You know, again, slightly oh, we're still in the icy water. Slightly excessive solution to a problem, but like, I missed the whole game, really, of using these things. What a marvelous game it must be to play with platbooms. It looks like they're so useful and so cool. I did the whole game without them. Yes! Ice spikes, of course! Oh, man. I am so thrilled. I am so thrilled that I logicked my way to ice spikes. Like, I did miss them in my original playthrough completely, in a very silly way. But since then, just trying to think, like just literally that logic that I was explaining to you before. You know, like how many, I had, you know, the only thing I looked up was the number of the accessories. And I'm just like, how many accessories left? Oh, actually, it's probably just one. And, you know, I won't go over it again. You heard me. But anyway, it's very satisfying. This is very satisfying. This footwear has spikes that stick into the ice. Wear them to prevent slipping. Well, how appropriate that we have found these things next to Platboom, because both of these are amazing things that would have been great would have been great to find during my actual, you know, original playthrough of the game. And now that the game is finished, oh yeah, of course. Now that the game is finished, there's not very much for me to do with these. But, oh, look at that. See? I knew it. Because this, you know, there's no way. Sand things are always balanced out and mirrored in Zelda games with ice things and snow things, you know. I won't go over examples because I don't want to, you know, spoil any other games, but it's just common. It's just a kind of a common logic that I'm used to in Zelda games. So, yeah. So, I reckon, and the game's not going to confirm it for me, but I reckon that is all of the accessories. That's, you know, I'll look it up just to double check, I suppose, but like I really think that's it, because it was I think the number was 28, and with the, you know, the 2 that have been upgraded, that makes us 28. So so that's all of our accessories. Well, Zelda, short work of that challenge. Well done. Maybe we should celebrate by walking on some ice a little bit, hey? Just give these things a tiny little run. A tiny little run. Of course, this is all snow, isn't it? I'm really not taking the care with her that I should. Oh, this is all just snow as well. Where is there ice? Probably all in caves. So, yeah. So that's it for the accessories. We still... No. Still making mistakes with the menu. So we still have 1 piece of heart left. And for the time being, I do not know how to tackle this one, because a piece of heart can really be anywhere. I had a certain logic to follow with the accessories, and not just the logic, actually. It was literally that, of course, I was, you know, like watching back through a previous episode at some point and saw that I just saw with my own eyes that I went past that cave and I never went in there. And then when I was putting the pieces together, I was like, that could be the cave. And it was amazing. But anyway, I had something to follow there. I don't know. I don't have anywhere to go with this piece of heart. I don't know where it could be. So I don't know where to go. Like I've written down, I've got a little note next to me, and I've written down some potential things to, you know, to chase down. And it's literally caves. Which means caves I haven't found yet, you know, which, again, is just a wandering around thing. That's just wandering around going, can I see any caves that I haven't been in yet? And I've already done, you know, you've seen, I've already done a lot of that, looking for various other things, looking for echoes, looking for quests, etc. I've trodden so much old ground. So I feel like I would have seen something by now. But either way, that taking that approach is just doing that again. It's just kind of wandering around going, is there a cave I haven't seen? The next thing I've got written down is mole holes, which is the same thing. It's just looking around for things that might be mole holes, but there could very well be a mole hole that has a piece of heart down it that I haven't found. I've also got conspicuous grass, ? Which, same thing, just looking around for conspicuous grass that might have a hole underneath it that leads to a cave that has a piece of heart in it. And then I've got map gaps, which by which I mean, you know, just sort of, this more relates to caves, I think, more than anything. But this is just kind of doing that reasoning that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work, which is going, okay, you know, there's a kind of a bunch of caves here, there's a bunch of caves here, oh, there's this whole area here where, you know, there are no caves, you know, could there be something here? Looks like there could be a cave here. And that's, yeah, sometimes it's, you know, it sometimes works, but a lot of the time it's just not. It's not as if everything is really spread out evenly everywhere, you know. Over here there's a bunch, some places there's nothing. So again, it's not a great strategy, but this is what I'm left with at this stage. So, I don't know. I don't know how to tackle that one single piece of missing heart. So what I might do is just leave this one here. This is just going to be a little short episode where we complete the accessories. Hooray for us. I'm very, very, very pleased, very thrilled. And And the best thing I can think of without me just going and looking it up, and if I look it up, then I just know, like, there's no more hunting. And I would like, as much as possible, for this to still remain, blind to a degree that is, we're just about to get hit in the face with an ice ball. Let's take ourselves back to, look at that, stopped right in front of our head. Let's go back triumphantly to town with our, what are they called? Our spike shoes. Ice spikes, yeah. Yeah, so in order to, I suppose, to potentially do another episode where I'm able to, like, complete this piece of heart thing, maybe what I will very gingerly, daintily, carefully ask is if you're interested in seeing me get this one final piece of heart, and if you kind of know where it is, please consider, just putting a comment on this video with a very abstract hint to it. Even if what it is, telling me that it was one of those approaches, like the way to find it is one of those approaches that I mentioned before, like mole holes, conspicuous grass, a cave I've missed. That would be enough. That would be enough for me to go, cool, this is a strategy I will commit to, and I can kind of form an episode around doing that. Or, some other kind of hint, but just make it very, very broad, very abstract, so that it's only it's only kind of plonking me in a very general sense for how to tackle the problem, and otherwise I have to hunt for it and I have to work for it. So don't do all of the work for me, but if it's possible to give some kind of abstract hint like that as to where that final piece of heart piece is, then I'll come back in and do another episode and we can complete that as well. It might end up being a short episode like this again. But yeah, so this was extremely satisfying. I wasn't sure if this was going to work out. I was just going to give it a go, but it worked. I'm so pleased. I'm honestly, like, chuffed. I'm chuffed that exactly what I wrote down as my first thing to try worked out. It just means this is a short episode, but great. Wow. I'm gonna double check, but I'm gonna consider that for the time being accessories complete. So extremely satisfied. We've got echoes complete, automatons complete, drinks recipes are complete, items are complete, stamp rally complete, weaponry, everything is good except for that piece of heart piece as far as I know. But I guess also in addition to the piece of heart piece, we're at the very, 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 very end of the tail end of the game. So also if you do have any other burning interesting things that I've missed in this game, feel free at this stage to also give again a very general hint that just sends me in the direction of something. So I can also, I can tackle if there are other interesting things that I've missed, I can tackle that in another bonus episode as well. So with that in mind, thank you so much for watching, and I'll either see you, in the next Zelda Echoes of Wisdom bonus episode if we get to do one, or in one of my many other playthroughs. And just a reminder that at the moment I'm doing Subnautica, but also at the time that you're watching, it could be further in the future, I may have many other exciting playthroughs on the channel. So please do take a look. And as always, I would love it if you've been enjoying, if you can give the video a like and potentially subscribe if you'd like to subscribe to the channel. That would all be wonderful and make me so happy. So and also just help us out with the YouTube algorithm and all of that jazz. But with that in mind, thank you so much, and Zelda, thank you so much for your hard work. It's nice to see you again. Because I've been playing Subnautica, I love it. I completely adore that game, but it is a very lonely game, and it's actually really nice to be playing sort of a character in a town and in a world that's full of people who talk. So it's kind of nice. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've been enjoying. I hope you've enjoyed this little revisit to Hyrule. I tell you what, man, I'm so excited to revisit Hyrule again, in another game as well. Come on. And to be honest, and I can as well, because there are major Zelda games that I still haven't played, including Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, and I would love to do blind playthroughs of those as well on the channel. So again, if you have an interest in a game like that, let me know. I'd like to know what people are interested in seeing. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in another video.